YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Rome 2, and this time it's in the Octavian's Rome campaign. This was the army that had gotten throttled by the Quadi, but also gave them quite a throttling in return, so not too bad overall, I guess I should say. I'm gonna cancel out the troops, or actually we could just finish taking this army. I shouldn't have done that. We'll just finish taking this army in its place. Let's see, so I got a ton of legionaries. Let's get one more of those guys. Yeah, and then plenty of cav. I'll just finish off what I had there, and then we'll take this army back against the Quadi, and we can go ahead and put that veteran over there when we need to. Okay, Octavian cleanly took control of Istros, and I'm going to actually just go ahead and focus on farm structures here, since I intend to capture that from Quadi. And I may have to take that with Octavian. Let's see. I always forget which campaign I'm in. So the Belgae are allied with me in this case. We have Bertigala, and that's right. So never mind. I'm still convinced. Golly, man, I get confused between these two campaigns because I'm fighting in basically the same region. So I'm actually going to go ahead and build the aqueduct because there's still a growth slot here, here, and here. So I'll tear it down later if it's not needed. And we'll just go ahead and have it help boost our growth in the area. Let's see. Army-wise, let's take a look at my armies. Okay, that's the army that's still training. This is the army up here at Tulliferdum trying to help out the Belgae, who are struggling against tons of enemies. Let's use this veteran and see if we can manipulate this guy into joining us. Well, again, hindered, so it's a start. My guys are going to be able to keep retraining. We do have Marcomanni armies up here that's a little bit concerning for me, but I think we can keep this guy safe. I think it's Agrippa. No, it's not. Never mind. So, but yeah, this is a pretty powerful legion. I don't want to lose it. It looks like the Marcomanni have given the Belgae quite a bit of trouble. So let's take a look where other armies are at. Yeah, it looks like we're either retraining them or they're fresh here. They landed him. Where's this guy at? So, alright, we've already got an agent there. Let's get this agent up here, and then we can continue against the German rebels in this next turn. Yeah, so that'll work out nice. Got those guys there, Octavians at Istros. Yeah, and that should be good for now. Don't think there's a whole lot else that we need to do at the moment. Let's just divvy out some of these upgrades. This one's to the spy, and that should be good. Let's go ahead and end a turn. Get our movement points back and see if we can conquer some more territory. And I really need to get prepared for the fight with Antony's Rome, which means that preferably we need to get rid of all these Germanic foes as quickly as possible.
Are you honest warriors?
Join the war against
brothers' aid? Will you send your
I don't even know where those guys are at.
Enemies?
I don't really see the point in me joining the war against those guys. I have no idea where they're even at on the map. So I'm going to respectfully decline. So I don't really see that being a benefit for me.
A token, perhaps a modest gift of coin.
So these guys are friendly with me. They want a defensive alliance. Looks like I already have a non-aggression pact with them. And they went, nah, they're just trying to milk me for money. Get over it. Alright. So, I think we avoided any issues there. So this army gonna potentially take some attrition if it gets off the beaten path. But let's go see what we're up against as far as taking out the German rebels. I don't have a ton of cohorts here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 2 gladiators. Yeah, I mean, we should still be strong enough with this army as far as just straight sword power. And it looks like we can actually reach the settlement where the German rebels are at, and they've got some Silver Chevron Bloodsworn, which are actually going to be pretty potent units. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and attack these guys. And see, they got these Germanic youths and the Scout Riders. I'm going to encircle them because I know they're not going to get any reinforcements. So let's just encircle them and see what's going to happen. But their guys aren't taking attrition, just mine. So never mind, we're going to attack them. I'm not going to let them get away with not suffering any attrition whilst I do. And that's what I wanted them to do, actually. They sallied out onto the battlefield, so perfect. Works out good for me. So I'm going to keep my cohorts in the center, supported by the first cohort, and then I'm going to put my gladiators to the flanks. Start the deployment. Ooh, the Germanic troops are going to get this fantastic hill position up there. That's going to be annoying. We'll see if we can lure them down. And already this is going to be an annoying map just because of the impassable terrain. Okay, and then let's just get gladiator spearmen and swordsmen on each flank. Legatus. Alright. Legion Cav is in place. Gonna move these guys in a group. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and move up. I don't really expect the AI to move, so I'm just gonna take my time, move up, and then rest my troops. It's probably gonna be enemy reinforcements, like from their town. Let's see, those are Silver Chevron Germanic youths. I expect those guys will rip my Velites apart, but it'll be fine. These Germanic Scout Riders are going to be a nuisance because they're going to avoid an engagement with me at all costs and just keep throwing javelins. Plus, they'll get a combat boost, and a lot of them have a lot of chevrons. So, it's going to be interesting. Like, the AI actually has somewhat decent troops here, and they're going to be actually somewhat annoying to deal with just because of the sheer number of javelins that they have and the bonuses to damage and accuracy and everything they're going to get. So it will present some challenge, but I'm pretty sure we can get past it.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, I'm under fire. What am I under fire from? Germanic youths? Seems like a long shot for them. Nope, Germanic slingers. Got it. Let's go out of the group here. Oh, looks like the AI might move towards me, actually. Or are they just reforming for reinforcements that were coming up? We'll see. I'm gonna spread these gladiators out real thin. Try and minimize any javelin kills the AI is gonna get there. I think the AI is just reforming. I'm gonna see if I can pressure them into an attack real quick, just to see what we can get. Use my skirmishers to see if I can toy with them a little.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Yeah, look at all their guys are trying to keep clear of me here. Let's just see if I can get a quick toss on some of their Germanic youths while they're reforming. Yeah, they still got javelins off before me, even though they were moving. And all my units focused onto that one that only had 27 men and it only killed 6 men. Okay, I'm gonna pull back. Some of their guys are pursuing me. I'll see if we can lure them into the fight. And my guys just got lambasted by their own men. But we are luring some of their melee troops forward, kind of piecemeal, which will definitely be better for me. No, they're going to turn around, so I'm going to pitch some javelins at them. Actually, here comes their Scout Riders. I'm going to pitch javelins at them. That's an annoying unit. What are you doing? Just turn around and fire. Don't run back into your own infantry. Sometimes they do weird things when you click attack orders on missile units. Kind of reminds me of Fall of the Samurai. They always did it there too. Yeah, I mean, the enemy's going to get the far better end of this skirmishing. So I'm just going to take what I can get while I can get it, which in this case was getting rid of some Germanic scout riders for the most part. And then I'm going to focus on this Germanic youth here and see if we can do any damage to it. Probably very little.
The men are wavering.
Look at that. We've gotten like 3 volleys and killed 2 guys. 3 now. Their guys are just sitting there murdering me. That's funny. Okay. I think I've had about all of this that I can stand for now, and my first cohort is already down to 102 men, under fire from just regular old Germanic slingers, which seems a bit extreme to me as well. So we better go ahead and get involved in this fight while I still have some men left, apparently, because their skirmishers are hurtling some extremely dangerous projectiles at me, apparently. That scout rider's down to 13 men in the face of my whole army and hasn't even begun to waver.
The enemy's hidden units.
See if we can get rid of it real quick, but that's going to interrupt my infantry charge a little bit. Let's get our cav up on the flanks. Look at that scout rider fighting down to 6 men. Must be a noble scout rider. Alright.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
This is not exactly what I want, because now I'm kind of bunched up here, and AI is just throwing troops at me. But we'll make it work. Like I said, we're kind of bunched up, but we'll make it work. Let's use our cabs, see if we can run any of these guys down. Get our gladiators behind here. I need my general up here to support my men. Okay, the scout riders are going to run away from me, which is just fine. Their scout riders are, yeah, wreaking havoc on my cav. There's not a whole lot I can do about it at the moment. Let's pull these guys around, get into the back of these infantry over here. I'm just gonna try and get to the back of the enemy formations here. Got these gladiators into the back of those night hunters, but that is still not really going to my favor. And then those Germanic youths are holding out very well, actually, against my... Let's use these gladiators to hold off that Wodenaz spear. Out here, I've forgotten about my horsemen, and they just got completely destroyed by javelins. So that was a huge mistake on my part. Looks like I might be getting some headway here. I can't quite tell. Yeah, I think I've got some headway started. And my gladiator spearmen now have those guys pinned. Let's get in with those night hunters and see if we can... Hey, if you want to take this fight, I'll take it. Okay. These night hunters are still holding out tough. And then we've just got some Germanic youths holding us up here in the center. My guys are pretty shredded up, though. Let's see if we can keep chasing that scout rider. These gladiator units actually came in pretty handy. Alright, we should be able to get into the back of these night hunters now. Night hunters are actually a lot stronger units now. My gladiators should be able to handle them, especially on a flank charge. That's gotta hurt them. And I'm gonna run down some of their routing units. I'm gonna see if I can boost the morale of these guys by putting them into square. Keep them in the fight a little longer. And then... this is annoying here, like I actually just have like really crappy Swaby troops holding down my whole infantry force here because their guys just don't route for crap. And I'm bunched up. Yeah, and those guys still routed my gladiator spearmen that were in that fight. But I think I've beaten most of the rest of their troops. See if I can take these night hunters on. pull into this fight. And then these Germanic scout riders are fighting like beasts. But I think we do have the better of the Germanic troops here. And there's really nowhere for them to flee, so we don't have to run them down. So, tough fight, actually. Interesting. I mean, they did have good troops there. Night Hunters and Bloodsworn aren't the best, but when they have that many chevrons, they're pretty good. Silver Chevron Scout Riders, I mean, they did have some good troops. In the end, though, my guys, wow, this gladiator right here. Look at the beasting they put up. 166 kills. Wow. That was impressive. So, great fight on their part. Let's see. So, those guys are dead. I lost my 2 gladiator spearmen. We can replace them with something else, which is unfortunate because really they're good spear units. So, yeah, it looks like we've got... I'm going to do more farm structures here again because I just want to maximize my food output out of this place. And we should be gaining quite a lot of food here. And I've slated this one to be torn down. And then let's upgrade that gold mine. So we've captured that. Really, we just need to hit this city here. And Octavian is looking like the man to do it, to be honest. But I'm going to wait till winter's over before I move him. Plus, it'll allow him to retrain these last few men. That army's ready to go. And then I've got an army in Medlon that's now ready to take care of business. So we're definitely in good shape here, I think. So Visontia, Bergium, Tilliferdum. Tilliferdum is still going to be an issue up here. My guys aren't retraining well because we just keep getting one winter after another. And I'm thinking about falling back to a river crossing or a bridge to see if I can get safe here. I might fall back to my own troops here. I mean, I don't think there's much I can do to save Tilliferdum from all these other troops, especially on this very hard setting. Let's just take this army and retreat back to the safety in numbers kind of scenario that we have here. Oh, freak! That was supposed to be my army, not one man. For crying out loud.
Gathering supplies.
Let's go ahead and force march these guys. Just get them down here away from the enemies.
How can I serve Rome?
There we go.
Get that shield out. At your command.
Alright, so Tilliferdum's just going to have to fall for now, but we can bring in reinforcements soon. After we hit Budorgus here, or whatever, however you say that, I can go hit the Marcomanni. And then we can keep pushing against them. A lot of different factions up here that I've never really encountered before. And some of them are actually slightly different in this campaign as far as names go, so I don't necessarily recognize them all. Yeah, that army needs to be retrained. This one is... yeah, it's Octavian. Let's go ahead and put her in this army so that I don't forget her. Just making sure that all my armies are in a good shape. And we may want to go ahead and just, again, keep training more legions. Right now, the balance level is pretty good. A lot of these guys are on my side, though. I might go ahead and just hire one more set of troops here from the other factions. So let's raise forces, other houses. I'm going to go ahead and get him and put him in a veteran legion unit. Okay, perfect. Alright, and we can start training up troops here as well. So let's get a couple of first cohorts, a couple of standard legions, get some gladiators, a couple of gladiator spearmen, and then legionary cav. We can train out a whole army in 4 turns at Rome. That's awesome. So should be set there. Upgrade here for the general. Wow, we got all these different things. Melee attack for all sword arms. That's probably good. Cunning. Alright. Let's end another turn here. Just see what we come up with. Wow, they've got a lot of troops at Tilliferdum, and of course it fell. So now we have a lot of enemies to beat back, but we have 2 armies that can stand together, and then hopefully we can get more reinforcements up to them as soon as possible, and I'm training new armies as well.
Will you not give our people a little gold? You have much, and our people do not wish
I
to
don't really see
become
why
the
I need a
slaves of
defensive
envy.
alliance with you. Doesn't really seem necessary, so no, I can't give you a little gold. It's my gold, I earned it, get your own. Maybe those guys need to learn a few lessons about economics, in that if they ask me for money, they might want to actually have a good or service that's worth trading for.
The spirits
Okay.
have noticed that our treasure
Really?
stores are wanting.
Thrace is a
Can you
client
help with this
state
small matter?
of Antony, and they want a defensive alliance with me. Mainly because they may be trying to milk me for money, but hey, I'm gonna try it. That may tick off
My
Antony.
people are in danger.
No, I'm not
Can
gonna
you
fight
not
Numidia. Not unless I have to, that is. Okay. Enemy wounded trying to assault my garrison. Great. Good. Make sure he does get wounded. Let's see. So I'm gonna put a farm here and one of these buildings to help me retrain. And then let's go ahead and just put a cattle farm here. Alright, so all these units are now retraining. So I've got 2 armies here that'll be in fairly good shape here quickly. I need some mercenaries to kind of fill the gaps in this army, because we lost those spearmen, so I'll go ahead and just get a couple of those mercenary Gallic warriors, pull them on in. And it looks like the Belgae have some forces back here to help hold back the tide of Germanic enemies up here, and we are gonna have to push forward. It's definitely time to move.
Ready for orders.
Past time to move, honestly. So let's take this army up here to this bridge
Commander.
and get ready to move into enemy territory. We'll take this agent and let him go ahead and do some value add training there. And then this army can retrain its forces. So again, get a first cohort.
Good and glorious life.
Let's see, it's 6 legions. Get some swordsmen. Probably don't need 3 of them. 4. Actually, I'd probably 5 of those guys. No, because I already have 1 there, so I only need 4 of those. Might just grab another gladiator unit. Those guys are looking pretty beast here. Alright, so sweet. We should get all of our guys
Commander.
filled back in. They were gone. This Campanian cav is just getting insane. I'm almost up to 90 attack with it.
Ready for further
So Octavian's going to push forward here into to enemy territory. There are a lot of enemy stacks here. A couple of them would have to cross the river to get to me, I think. So what I'm going to do is actually see if I can use this spy to poison the provisions of this largest army. Oh, come on. I think she's got like level 3 poisoning. That seems a bit crazy. 10 cunning. Well, Octavian may end up in a little bit of trouble here. We'll see. I don't have enough movement points to fortify, so we'll be alright. We've got other armies nearby, and if he has to retreat, we can retreat back to this point and get away from most of their guys. Ooh, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a big fight. Should be a lot of fun. Let's see. I do want to end one more turn and see what happens. Just kind of see if anybody comes out to fight me.
Ready for battle.
Okay, we got max military training for that veteran, so that's good. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting any buildings. I don't think I am, because a lot of these, again, I'm waiting to upgrade. That one I know I want a library, so I can go ahead there. My food is back up where I want it. And then this one, I want something that adds a lot of growth, and it looks like the latrines are a good way, but this one, let's see, so this one spreads Latin culture as well, which I don't really have to have. That one gives me some wealth, and ooh, and a ton of Latin culture at the cost of food. That's a bargain right there. We'll go with that one. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. Those are all Gallic cities that are within there, so... Alright. Vesopio. I think we have constructed the buildings that we need to. And I don't see any more upgrades, so we can end the turn. I'm about 5 turns away from finishing the research on cohort organization, so should be able to upgrade some of my infantry at that point to legionary cohorts, I think.
The spirits have
I really don't
noticed
need
that
your
our
defensive
treasure
alliance.
stores are wanted.
It doesn't really do anything for me.
What I ask
No.
is,
Alright.
my honorable master would have me talk of gold. A lamp sum would ensure.
I
his
actually
good
don't mind
opinion.
having another ally there in North Africa. As long as they don't do anything stupid, hopefully. Yeah, and these guys are going to come try and pin Octavian in place with their agent, and then attack him with all these armies. And without me being able to stop this one, this might actually get kind of ugly. No. Their armies actually go the other way. Ah, they want to attack this guy across the bridge. Well, they've got to be nuts. Attacking me across the bridge was certainly not what they wanted to do. They definitely should have gone after Octavian. But I don't have enough time to play it on this one, but you will get to see it next time, a big bridge fight, and then because they failed to attack Octavian, it's going to leave him in position to siege Bedorgus there, or however you say that. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.